to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. On the counter, it's Hall. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he used his quickness to make a play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, it's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Allen now on the sneak.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, Wilson dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen going to keep this one himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll give to Hall. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. Now it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete here.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. This pass out wide to Hall. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realized he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Allen to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson forced out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 3rd down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 67 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
80 weapon, 80 weapon.
Here's Mostert. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Niners are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On play action, Allen steps away. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And check down, complete to Hall. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing again on second down. Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. To the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner, a Pro Bowler when he played for the 49ers, there on the stop.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on second down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Mostert. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Ball again on 2nd down. Shoves him away. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Allen off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, Allen. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Let's go now.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Charlie, Haywood. Go. I said it. Let's go. Wow. Boom. Go. Bravo.
3rd and long. It's Wilson.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it?
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he'll find Hall. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. One final try here for Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Alpha.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And now defensively they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
running the counter with Mostert.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
H3, 218, chopper, chopper. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Echo.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Chopper, chopper. C6. Delta.
Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
A pitch out to Mostert.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
56.
Allen. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, That's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Jaguars 16.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.